I'm a 39-year-old woman, a mother, an art gallery owner, a wife and a friend. I can tell a Jan van Goyen from a Rembrandt and make a lovely batch of brownies for the school PTA sale, but I can't get past week 5 of Couch to 5K without running out of puff. A frisson of excitement fills the courtroom. The judge has beckoned the court usher to come forward. Her low heels clack on the wooden floorboards as she crosses the room. The sound reverberates in my chest, matching the pounding of my heart. The judge speaks in a low voice as the usher approaches the podium. My barrister and solicitor both sit up taller in their seats. The usher turns to address the court, and a wave of fear crashes over me. It doesn't feel real, this. Me in a courtroom, waiting for a verdict. If they find me guilty, I'll get between 7 and 10 years. Grace is only 7. She'll be a teenager before I am free. The usher turns to the jury. Would the foreman please stand? Sarah Helen rises from her seat and smooths the crumpled skirt of her cotton floral dress. She's nervous. That makes me feel worse. Madam Foreman, the usher's voice rings out through the wood-panelled courtroom. On this indictment, have the jury reached a verdict upon which you are all agreed? Sarah Helen clears her throat lightly. All eyes are on her, and the stress of the spotlight pinkens her cheeks. Yes, we have. On count 1, the usher says, do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty? Time slows as Sarah Helen's lips part. Please, I silently pray. Please, please. I didn't conspire to have Dominic murdered. I don't know who did, but it wasn't me. Guilty. Sarah Helen's voice rings out clear and loud. Then I hear nothing at all. The judge's lips move, and the usher stalks back across the floor. There's motion from the gallery, shifting and whispering. Faces, 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 all looking at me. The dock, once so solid beneath my feet, becomes marshmallow soft. A hand to my elbow keeps me upright, leads me out. I seek out my husband as I am ushered towards the door that leads to the cells. He's sitting next to Lee, my business partner, and they're deep in conversation. Stand up. I turn on the headlights again, beaming my thoughts into his. Tell them you set me up. Tell them that I'm innocent. Tell them what you did. My husband shifts in his seat and glances across the courtroom, as though he senses the weight of my gaze. His eyes meet mine, and he smirks. Chapter 2. Dominic, 2014. Dominic Sutherland braces himself as he approaches the side exit of the Old Bailey and hears the roar of the press pack outside as his solicitor opens the door. Over the last 5 days of the court case, he hasn't been able to enter or leave without being surrounded by journalists and photographers, all shouting his name, firing camera flashes in his face and blocking his way. So far, he's managed to avoid giving them a single comment, despite the shouts of, "Can you ever forgive Olivia?" and "Will you stand by your wife if she's found guilty?" that trailed after him wherever he went. But he's going to have to say something now. The press have been chasing the story for weeks, intrigued by the tale of the suave chartered surveyor in his late 30s, his adorable ringletted daughter, his blonde wife, her lover, and the crime that nearly cost Dominic his life. They've been picking over the details of the case. Liv's affair, the life insurance policy she increased, the unknown hitman she tried to hire on the dark web, and her confession to Danielle Anderson, personal trainer at Fit for Life Gym, and a serving detective in the Metropolitan Police. Why? That was the question the press returned to. Why would a woman who had it all choose to have her husband murdered? Why not just leave him instead? Everything okay, Dominic? Melanie Price, the CPS's solicitor, puts a hand on his shoulder. If you need a couple of minutes to... I'm fine. He smiles tightly and steps through the door. Flashbulbs fire in his direction, making him blink, and a chorus of voices shout his name. Dominic, how do you feel? Are you pleased with the verdict? Dominic, Rosie Jones from the Mirror. Can I... Ladies and gents. Melanie raises a hand.